Hey, I'm Adam Fong, and I'm here to give you a real-world review of my 2013 Arctic Cat 1100 Turbo. But before I start, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and my 35 years of riding. Like many young riders, I started on a kitty cat at the age of 4. Growing up, our family mainly rode Polaris snowmobiles, and I progressed to Indy Lights and full-size Indies and XCRs. One of my fondest memories, though, is sitting on the front of my dad's 86 Indy 600. I've owned many sleds, from ZRs to ZRTs to Firecats to Apexes. And one thing's remained constant, my love of the ride. And my family's love of the ride. We volunteer with our local club and just love to give back. And one of my favorite things about riding currently is passing on all the things that I've learned over the years of riding to my young son. And I'll start this review. So here's my review of my 2013 Turbo. Now I know what you may be thinking, that this sled is all motor and no substance. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, under the hood is a 1056 turbo pumping out almost 177 horsepower in stock form. And I said stock because this is anything but stock. The list of modifications is long, and the horsepower added to this sled is approaching about 100. Now I know what you're thinking. Belts, lots of belts. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm on a regular basis able to get at least 1,500 miles out of a single belt before I decide to change it. So I think it has a lot to do with proper setup, as it does to a general poor design. The seat of my 2013 aren't what you'd call refined. It's not uncomfortable, it's just an area I think that they could have spent a little bit more time on. It's got this abrupt edge, and I feel it's a little on the low side. The overall riding position is great, however, for bigger riders. I'm 6'2", and my feet fall nicely to the running boards, and the bars have endless adjustment to suit any style of riding. Overall, I find the wind protection adequate, but on colder days, I do tend to wish that I had more protection for my knees and my thighs. 2013 model year represents the second year for this chassis and suspension. What we have here is a 129-inch track with a 1.25-inch lugs riding on Arctic Cat's slide action rear skid. I find this rear suspension suits a wide variety of trail conditions, from big moguls on a Saturday afternoon to a ribbon of fresh groomed trail. It's always given me a sense of confidence in any trail conditions. Now there's always room for improvement, and I feel the lack of adjustability is one of them, and probably the top of the list. The front end on this sled retains Arctic Cat's race-inspired wide A-arm front suspension. From the factory, the floats are valved way too stiff and lack the compliance for general trail riding in all but the worst whooped out sections. However, the handling on this sled is laser accurate and planted. However, I've had the chance to ride a 2016 with the QS3s, and I feel with their adjustability is a huge game changer for this chassis. So overall, I feel my 13 Turbo with its mods and power is the absolute king of the hill when it comes to a modified and reliable trail sled. Sure, the fit and finish may be some par to some of its competitors, but what it lacks in those areas, I feel that it more than makes up for in power, acceleration, and handling.